What does a workers' compensation claim actually pay? So here's a poor scenario. You're at work, you get hurt, you're probably going to have to file a workers' comp claim to compensate you for your injuries. So, what can you actually recover? Well, one thing you can recover is medical benefits. That's kind of self explanatory. It's all reasonable, necessary treatment for your work related injury or illness. This can include hospital stays, surgery, doctor visits, medication, physical therapy, things like that. You can also recover temporary disability payments. That means if you are disabled for a short period of time and you cannot work, then you may be entitled to temporary disability payments, which are generally around 2/3 of your average monthly wage. And again, this is going to be subject to minimum and maximum amounts set by law in your jurisdiction. You may also be entitled to permanent disability payments if your injury is really that severe. You've got a permanent impairment. You may be entitled to recover for that. If you cannot do your old job and you need to be retrained to do a new job, they'll call that vocational rehabilitation, and you may be entitled to recover for that as well. So, what are things that are not covered? Well, workers' comp's not going to pay for injuries caused by illegal activities. It's not going to pay for self-inflicted injuries. It's not going to pay you for injuries that occur outside of work because, well, it's not a work-related injury. If you don't report your injury or you report it too late, it's probably not going to be covered. And depending again on the jurisdictions, there's certain time limits on how long you can take before you report your injury. So it is important to report any work injuries promptly. The last thing, I shouldn't say the last, but one of the more important things that you're not going to recover in a workers' comp claim is pain and suffering. Most people are accustomed now to know that, hey, if you're in a car accident or some sort of personal injury claim, one of the things you can recover for is pain and suffering. You cannot recover for pain and suffering in a workers' comp claim. Now, however, if there is some fault by someone that's not your employer, you may be able to seek recovery for pain and suffering from them. For example, you're at work, you're working on a construction site, you're going up a ladder, the ladder breaks, you fall to the ground and you're injured. Your workers' compensation is going to pay you for all of your injuries because it happened at work. Well, if it turns out that the ladder broke because it was manufactured improperly, you may be able to bring a regular lawsuit against the ladder manufacturer, and you can seek to recover for pain and suffering from the ladder manufacturer.